guys, what's going on? This is Andrew here today, and before I get into talking about the Oculus, I'm just going to make a quick update. I've been in Florida for the past few weeks with my girlfriend and her family, and this is my last day. I will be going home tomorrow afternoon, and that will take about 3 days to get back because we're going to be making probably a few stops, unless it takes two, if I'm lucky. So, I have one more video that's going to be uploading in the next 2 days. That I pre-recorded when I was at home before I went on vacation, and one video that I recorded here talking about all the pickups I got in Florida, which I didn't think I was going to get any more because I got a decent amount of games, but obviously, since I got the Oculus Quest today, that's not going to be in that video since I was already pre-recorded and uploaded to be scheduled to be uploaded on the day that I get back. But, once I get home, I'll be recording more videos once again, but I figured today would be a good time to record this video considering I got the Oculus today and I might as well upload more content since I already have other content scheduled for other days and I can just add more stuff in here. So today we are going to be talking about the Oculus Quest and my first impressions on it because I really haven't gotten much out of this system yet. I don't have any games for it. I've really only played demos. I've messed around with YouTube, Beat Saber, the demo, and Super Hot VR, the demo, so haven't really gotten too much out of the system yet, so this is really just a first impressions video. But before I get into that, let's talk about really what made me buy the system. Well, I haven't owned a VR headset ever. I mean, I played the PS VR at Best Buy right before it came out, and my cousin got the Oculus Quest, the original one, I think it was either a year or 2 years ago, and I played that for the first time, like, outside of a store, so I thought that was pretty cool. And my brother just recently got an Oculus Rift to go with his computer that we just built, so all that stuff in one, all that stuff really just made me eventually want to go get a Quest, but I honestly wasn't 100% on board with getting it because I wasn't sure if it was going to be worth it for me. I really didn't know if I was ever going to jump on it, but story was I went to the mall with my girlfriend today, well, technically yesterday, my girlfriend today and her family, and we were walking around, looking for all the clothes and all this other stuff, looking for deals, and one of the stores we went into was an Amazon store that we found, and that store basically had a little bit of everything. Yeah, Amazon actually has their own stores in certain places. This was in West Palm Beach, Florida, so we went into that store, and there was a little bit of everything, not like what you would see on Amazon with a ton of stuff. There was really just each category and just a little bit of what's in those categories. So say you go into the video game section, you really are only going to see a few key best-selling games, and not even a PS5, Series X, PS4, or Xbox One. They had a Nintendo Switch, which is one of the best-selling systems on their website, and the Oculus Quest 2, which is also another big selling system on their website. So I went into the store, saw it, almost bought it on the spot, and then I was like, nah. I walked out. We walked around the mall for like another 2 hours, and then I went, fuck it, I'm going back there, I'm going to buy it. So I ended up going in there and re-buying the system. I accidentally paid with my debit card instead of my credit, so I went back in, got the refund, and paid with my credit card instead, which is why I didn't get any games, because my balance went to negative when I bought it on my debit, which is why I realized I made a mistake, and I went to credit instead. So didn't want to do that, so I got it with the credit card, and eventually got back to the place. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole story of this thing. I set it up, I played with it for a few hours, and I gotta say I'm pretty happy with it. So let's talk about the upsides. Obviously, the biggest upside to this is that, it's the Quest. It's the portable version of the Oculus. It's not just a PC-only device. So it's pretty cool. It's got a nice OS. I wouldn't say it's too user-friendly because it took me a little while to get used to it, and I'm still getting used to it. Still, I feel like they could have made it a little more user-friendly, but it is a portable device after all, and there are some pretty cool apps that you can get that are free, like YouTube VR. I've had a lot of fun with. There are some fun demos to play, and honestly, Super Hot demo is fun. I played the Beat Saber demo and FC'd the first song that was in the demo. I have a video of it on the Quest that I may upload to my Guitar Hero channel, but it might not be worth it because it's an easy-ass song. Doesn't really matter to me, but whatever it is pretty cool to have it portable, and obviously you can connect it to your computer as well if you want to play those PC VR games. I don't know how much of that I'm going to be doing since I only have a GTX 970. I had a 1070 until I gave it to my brother, until he got his graphics card so we don't have a new graphics card for him yet, unfortunately. So he's using my 1070 until then. But when I get my 1070 back in my PC, I'll probably start getting much more games on PC to use my Quest for. But obviously, I got the Quest for it to be portable, so I will be getting new games soon. Another thing is it's fun for basically everybody. I mean, my girlfriend and her family, they're nowhere near what you would consider a gamer, and I put it on their heads, and they didn't want to take it off. I mean, my girlfriend Ashley is not a gamer by any means. You put a controller in her hand, she barely knows what to do with it, but when I gave her Beat Saber, she beat my high score in the game and didn't want to put the headset down. Even when she had a ton of homework to do, she was still playing that thing as if it was something that was one of her hobbies like mine. But yeah, so it's pretty user-friendly, I'd say. It's pretty fun for everybody, fun for the family. So if you want to get a headset like this for your family, I definitely recommend it because you can all share the experience. It's a pretty cool-ass headset. The display was also pretty nice. I like it better than the other display on the other Oculus Quest that my cousin had. I feel like it looks a lot nicer. Obviously, the one on the Rift is better, but I'm liking the display on this. And it's got some pretty cool games, I gotta say. That's another upside. So now that we're done with the upsides, let's jump down to the downsides. And I'd say that the prices are a little bit high for the quality of the games that are on the Oculus Store. I feel like if you're going to get better games, I would say play this more on the PC. But obviously, since it's the Quest, it's the portable device, I feel like they need to start releasing better games. And if they are going to release games at the quality that they're doing, make that price tag lower. Although Beat Saber is a fun-ass game, I feel like I don't want to spend the $30 price tag on it, especially because I can play something like Clone Hero for free, or some other rhythm games that you can find on the internet for free. And since I'm a rhythm games fanboy, just having to pay $30 for something like Beat Saber just doesn't seem too worth it to me, even though I'm going to do it because honestly it's one of the only games on the Quest Store that I'm majorly interested in. But yeah, I definitely think that they should lower the prices of the games to make it a little more friendly to people just wanting to mess with the system. I know, it's not friendly to the developer that way, but honestly, I do believe that they will get a lot more sales that way if they just lower the prices a tiny bit. I know it's lower than the PS5 and the Series X games, but lower those prices a little bit. The games obviously aren't near as high quality as those newer games anyway. Another downside is that nothing is bundled in on the system. I know there's some things that come with the system, but there's no crazy games that are bundled with the system. I feel like they should have had an option to have something bundled, like maybe have Beat Saber bundled with it, or have maybe the Star Wars Tales from the Galaxy's Edge on it, or Horizon Climb, anything of that nature I feel like should have been bundled, at least one of them, considering that you have to go and buy a game after getting the system. I mean, obviously, the same thing goes for the Xbox and the PS5, but, I feel like it would have been a good addition to have something, especially for something that's like a family-friendly device that basically anybody can use. The gamers, not 100% are always expecting bundled in, but families, they want to get something with a deal. They see it's bundled in with the game, they're more likely to buy the system. And my last downside is it is a little bit annoying to adjust. I mean, for some reason I wasn't able to find a perfect one for my eyes, and neither were any of the people I showed this to in the house, like my girlfriend and her family. They couldn't get a perfect adjustment either. And I know it's not because of my eyesight, because I am nearsighted. I am nearsighted. I'm not farsighted. I'm nearsighted. And I should have been able to get it without using my glasses, because I don't need glasses because I'm nearsighted. But whatever it is, it was just annoying to adjust. And honestly, even when I did get it to a good adjustment, after like a half an hour of playing, I would have to adjust it again. And it was just a little bit of a pain because it kept getting blurry, and it was causing me to mess up in Beat Saber. I did FC the first song. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I'm not going to upload it. There's no reason to. But yeah, that's pretty much my entire take on my first impressions on the Oculus. I do believe I'm going to be having a lot of fun with this because VR is VR, and I think anybody could have fun with VR, even with if the games aren't that high in quality. I definitely am looking forward to using this device, and I don't think I will be using it on my PC that often until I get my graphics card back from my brother. But until then, I will be using Oculus, probably playing some demos, probably watching some YouTube, messing around with the features of it before I get some decent games on it. But I am looking to get Beat Saber right away, and whatever other game I see, honestly, I'm probably not going to get super hot right away. But whatever it is, I've enjoyed this device a lot so far, and I'm sure a lot of you guys would enjoy it too. like I said before, your family members who aren't gamers will still not want to put this device down. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching my video. This has been my first impressions on the device. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for remaining active and liking my content, because I rushed out a lot of content the past 2 weeks because I pre-recorded a lot of stuff before I went on vacation. Like I said before, I will be back in New York in a few days, and I will start recording much more quality stuff that for you guys. So I hope you guys will enjoy that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a good one, guys.